Good day and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about sweet corn. So let's just jump right into this. Planting. Plant the sweet corn seeds 1 inch deep and 8 to 12 inches apart. The rows, like in between the rows, should be 30 to 36 inches apart. You plant in blocks of at least 4 rows. Now, is corn easy to grow? Well, it requires a little care, but it is one of the easiest plants to grow. So if I plant the corn, when can I eat corn on the cob? Or when can I harvest? That depends on the variety. Now, usually it's between 60 and 100 days. So, how many ears of corn can I expect per plant, or how many cobs of corn, like corn cobs? On an average, it's 1 to 2. So I don't have a field, and I don't have a big yard or a garden or a homestead. Can I grow this in pots? Yes, you can. You can grow this in clay pots, lined wooden crates, garbage cans, laundry baskets, barrels, and much, much more. The key is the soil and the drainage. The drainage is very important. It needs to have adequate drainage. Now, how tall and how wide are these corn stalks, and how should I plant them? They can be 12 inches wide because they have those large leaves. When you plant them, the roots can go at least 12 inches deep. So you'll need a deep pot to make sure that you have enough room for those roots. So I've done my corn seeds and I have some seedlings, so to speak, and I want to plant them outside. Well, you're in luck. It's almost late spring, depending on your area. And the soil temperature needs to be 50 degrees or above. Definitely today in my area it is not 50 degrees or above. Now, what if I plant these too close together? What happens then? Well, they'll grow, but you might have smaller cobs of corn. So just be prepared for that. What about water? Well, you'll need 22 to 30 inches of water a year, and that depends on the planting date. And it needs to be in full sun. Raised beds. Can I plant corn in raised beds? Yes, you actually can. You can plant in raised beds. Be sure and watch that spacing. Is corn a perennial or an annual? It's an annual. So what can I plant in between the rows of corn? You can plant actually cucumber, dill, marigolds, melon, mint, and pole beans. Now, some of these might climb up on the stalks, so you have to be careful. Again, this has very deep roots. The seedlings will have about 12-inch roots, but it could be up to 30 to 36 inches deep. So you'll want to water once a week, and you want to water deep. If you use a 5-gallon bucket, put 2 to 3 bricks in the bottom, but don't block the drainage holes. This is just to weight down the container so it won't blow over. And only plant 1 plant per bucket. So do you need to support these with anything? It should not need support. They're pretty sturdy. But if you want to support it, you can. Now, I'm getting ready to prepare my garden, and I want to know the pH of the soil. It's 5.8 to 7.0, well drained, and yes, you can add coffee grounds and till them in. Fertilizer. I have seen suggestions of 10, 10, 10, and it's 2 to 3 pounds every 100 square feet. So, I'm going to water deeply, but too much water can stunt the growth. Now, there is something you can use, natural fertilizer. It's alfalfa meal, blood meal, High nutrition fertilizer, organic, until the tassels develop. Now, it depends on the area that you live in, on when you harvest. So check with your local area and read up on exactly how to grow and when to harvest corn. Well, I am so glad you stopped by today, and I wish everyone good gardening.